Hello everyone, and I am here with the German national team coach. Hello, NT-hallenser, and guten Tag.
Hello to you and everybody out there.
Okay, great. So, thank you so much for having this interview with us. We are just preparing for the third round matches in the qualification and several questions for you. So, for those who doesn't know you in real life, could you tell a little bit about yourself in a few words?
In a few words, I'm 33 years old. I'm got a company and studying beside to get a teacher. That's what I do in my life, playing Hattrick for sure. Yeah, that's all I do. Playing a little bit of darts, if you know it. I think I'm quite good at it. That's my greatest hobby beside of Hattrick and all the stuff I have to do in real life. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. Okay, so for the second question, is it your first team in Hattrick, and how did you practically as a new coach, you joined just 8 months ago, got elected for one of the biggest communities in Hattrick?
That's a funny question. I expected you to ask that.
Oh yeah.
I've been, I have been in Hattrick from 2004 kind of to 2006. And we had some big meetings in Germany, and the community was growing up. I think I was a quite known person there. And then I stopped playing Hattrick for some reason that doesn't matter here because it's yeah, old stuff, internal stuff. Maybe you know about Game Graph. I don't know. In Germany, it was a big issue. Um, and now, some month ago, I just wanted to play again, and I started to play again. And some of my old friends were playing Hattrick, and so I known some people, and for sure I was very active in forums and criticized the old coaches a bit, and I was surprised to be elected for sure. It was a very short, very close election, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's interesting. I would love to hear maybe later about the story as well. But
Yeah, maybe.
for our next question, I would like to ask you: do you feel extra pressure leading one of the top national teams in the World Cup, and do you feel the same pressure from the community?
Ah, I don't know because we didn't earn that much medals the last years. I think the last one is 2008, if I'm right. So it's a long time gone to get the last medal. So I think every coach got pressure to get the next medal for Germany. I don't feel that much pressure because, um, yeah, because the results the last runs weren't that good. So I only can do better, I think. Last coach did well, was just a little bit unlucky. Yeah, that's why the pressure isn't that high, I think.
Okay, yeah, as we can see, your first medal, gold medal, was in 2006, and the next one was in 2009, and you got bronze in 2013. So, 5 years without medals for Germany, that's too long, I suppose.
Yeah.
How would you rate the German NT players compared to other top teams in the world?
No, that's hard to say. I think because all the other teams are nominating their players right now, and you have to check it out, and it will get out. I think half the qualification you can say exactly. But I guess we got really good midfielders. We got a strong offense for sure. Our defense as well. We got perfect goalkeepers. Nothing to say there. So I think we are quite flexible in doing all we want. So that's a good thing. I think we are ready for all, I think.
Okay, that's good. A fun fact: when my first team was competitive, I had a German goalkeeper, and definitely he helped me win a lot of trophies. I got 2 cups and 4 championships, and I think in at least half of them he was my main goalkeeper.
And that's nice. I think it's a German tradition also in real life football, soccer, that we got good goalkeepers. Yeah. So it's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Okay,
There's never ever had been a problem with this. I think. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just looking at your current goalkeeper,
Yeah.
Struminus Hanstad.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Next question. What are the keys for a success for a national team coach, in your opinion?
Um, uh, I had never had been one, so I can't exactly say. But I think self confidence is one of this. One point you have to be sure what you do, and even if there are some things doesn't work like you want, you have to be clear what you want to do, and don't get pressed by the community to do something else or change your strategy because someone says that. It's just that's one point. Be self confident and doing your own thing, but on the other hand, don't do all alone. Ask for others to help you and get other opinions. That's I think being between these two poles is one of the most important things for success in Hattrick, yeah, as
Okay,
national coach.
yeah, it's walking a thin line, but it's very important to build self confident and lead, obviously, as a national team coach. So that's great.
Yeah.
Could you tell in a few words how does the German scouting system work, and do you have people responsible of this besides the NT coach? Because coaches are being elected every 8 months, and maybe your scouting system works for years.
Yeah, the German scouting system has been one of the best in the world for long. In the last years, I haven't been in Hattrick for for a while, so I just can say what I see now. It's getting a bit, yeah. It needs a little restart, I think. But we got extremely good scouting at the moment. We got few scouts. Our U20 national team is very successful because of the scouting, I think. And in the I think we got a problem to bring the successful U20 players to the big NT. That's I think there's a lack in the German scouting system, but right at the moment we are working on it to get it better again, like it was 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it, and you have 6 gold medals as a under 20 team. That's awesome.
Yeah, we are the most successful team there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's great. That's interesting. Okay, what would you say, in your eyes, what would be the ideal speciality distribution for a national team?
Didn't understand exactly.
What do you think the best speciality distribution in a team as, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's hard because last season it changed.
yes.
I think unpredictables are the new headers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the new overpowered players, new OPs.
Uh, but to be honest, the scouting system and also the train all the trained players now are orientated on the old speciality system. So I have to take what I get.
Yeah.
If you look at our inner defender, Jens Schönau, he's unpredictable, and I nominated him especially for his specialty. Okay, he was in form, but he's not the best we got. But I think it's the best specialty there. Also, we got an unpredictable striker. I nominated him, even if he is not the best in skills.
Yeah.
So it's important for me to get good specialities, but yeah, you have to take what you got, and it's trained for the old system, so
Yeah.
it's not that perfect now.
Obviously not in any price, because if the other player, maybe the technical, is much higher skill level, skill cap, you should definitely play him. And the one thing that didn't go through in the national teams, the man marking,
Yeah.
it just kills all technical defenders, the TDFs, for the best leagues and best in our first league in Israel. People are very afraid playing a TDF because if he's getting man marked, he just loses all his contribution to the game.
Yeah, I think there was a poll in the National Trainers Forum few months ago, and where they asked if they should invent it or the national teams also, and they said no, because in the national team it's the most problem would be I like the idea of man marking for sure. I don't like that it is so good against one player, one type of player. That's what I don't like, but I like the idea. But in national teams, it would be very hard to man mark somebody because you don't know in the fog of war, you don't know who's in the squad, so you can't man mark. Yeah. So there's the biggest problem to get this system into the NT. On the other side, I think in the future there will be it will be very hard to get technical forwards because nobody will train them anymore. Yeah. They have been the best. Now they are out.
Yeah, that's a problem. A lot of new interesting specialities, technical central defender that could generate counterattacks, and a lot of other interesting things. I was always dreaming about an unpredictable goalkeeper that will boost the specialities as well, but that's good. Okay.
One word to the unpredictable goalkeeper. Maybe you will see one in our squad when we are qualified.
Oh, that's something.
We got two of them in the back pocket, so they are not ready yet, but maybe.
Okay, so that's an interesting scoop. I'll be looking forward seeing your team qualify and seeing unpredictable goalkeepers in the future. That's wonderful. And speaking about the qualifications, my last questions. For your next match, you are playing an away game against Wales for the top of Group 13. What are your thoughts about the game? Will you try to contest the midfield or play maybe in a different way? And again, obviously, this interview will be broadcast only after the game had already started.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know yet.
Okay.
That's the point. I'm just I'm at the moment I'm thinking about what to play. Both are options because for both teams the setup, the match plan allows a pin for sure.
Yeah.
Both could pin. So if both pin, we win the midfield, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you have the same team spirit at the moment.
Yeah, we are away, but we got better players in midfield, so I guess we win the midfield if we contest it.
Yeah.
But if we do this and the enemy, the other team goes for a counter attack like we got last game, was very tough. I wouldn't like to pin, so it's. I think
rock paper scissors. You need to guess correctly.
Yeah. I think one thing is clear. I won't go for midfield if I would pick because the pin for Wales is an option. So I can't pick away the away game. That's not possible. So if I contest the midfield, I will pin, which will be good for Israel, I think.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But maybe I like the counter attack we faced last game. I like it, and we can put better ratings there. So maybe that's an option too. I really don't know at the moment. I got 4 or 5 ideas, and I have to think about it. For sure, Friday training update, form update is important. I don't know yet.
As I'm seeing, you have only 15 players in the squad, so you have room for more players to come up if you'll have problems with form.
Yeah, Wales also only got 16 in, so.
Yeah, that's the way to go in the beginning of every qualification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, wonderful. So I really wanted to thank you for the interview and to say viel Glück in the qualifications and
Ja,
obviously danke and tschüss.
ja, danke auch.
Okay.
Thanks.